Hey everybody, check out my big tube. I got another one right here. $20 to $30 online, different places, plus 10 or something shipping on almost every place I looked for hard cardboard tube. Lowe's online, $6. Got two for $20 with shipping. Reinforced cardboard, completely sealed with wax to keep the moisture in for the concrete. These are made for like mailboxes and foundations. So you get two. One's just a hair smaller to fit inside the other, but this one's 10-inch diameter. Building this jig so that I could wrap it, because you can't do this by hand, obviously. Made some bases out of old speaker stands. 3/4 inch PVC through there. I had to make little spacers out of wait a minute, this is 3/4, yeah, and out of 1-inch PVC I made a little spacer there. And I needed one on this side too because it kept back and forth. So I put in these 2x4 braces, and I made it smart so I can make some more belt holes here and move it down and be able to shrink the whole thing this way to account for a smaller coil, half the diameter or something smaller. Still trying to figure out what I'm going to use for a rail. I need to go get a metal rod or something heavy duty, because I'm looking at wrapping with a 22 gauge or possibly a 16 if I can find it for the right price. It's looking like $200 for, or 120 to 150 bucks for about 2,500 feet spool of 16 gauge. So the 22 is much cheaper. It's only like 50 for the 2,500 feet, which is what I calculate I'm going to need, given 16-inch diameter and this rope that I'm using for the double spacing. I'll probably run out of rope. I might have to get more, but that's not 2,500 feet. Technically it should only be half, because half the wraps are going to be rope, half will be magnet wire. Anyway, old salvaged 60-year-old sewing machine motor, AC/DC with a Variac kind of pedal here, slight variable resistor, pulley from an old Leslie speaker motor, sleeper belt that I thought was going to work. I had to make a little shim to hold it in there for this dowel rod, but it goes inside the 3/4 inch PVC pretty good, and then I got a spacer here. So I tightened it up quite a bit. This was flopping around pretty bad before, but it's just enough. And I got a good friction contact here with a piece of 5/8 gas line hose that I put over top of the old Formica. You can't see it, the old Formica cap that was inside, that was on the motor to begin with. So anyway, without further ado, it's got good, it takes a little bit just to get it started, but the slow speed works pretty good, so I can keep it still going at a slow speed while I'm trying to wrap, or if I want to get crazy. It starts to become an earthquake machine. Yeah, it's a little out of balance, but obviously I wouldn't be running it that fast. So right about there, just constantly steady. Estimating about 672 wraps, I think, given the 16 gauge diameter of 1/10 of a centimeter, approximately. So 3 to 3.5 ratio. This coil should be 30 to 35 inches tall, and we got 48 to work with, so let's see where we end up with the end of the 2,500 foot spool. Maybe I only need half of that and I can do both. Maybe not. We shall see. And then we'll polyurethane the crap out of it and let it sit and dry there, and then coat it again just to make it nice and sealed. Thinking I need some kind of a keeper for the rope and the wire, some kind of arm maybe that can sit in the middle that I can move, that can just hold the two wires. Well, it's actually going to go this way, so I kind of hold them up over top, and as it rolls, it can feed them, and I can have one hand up here forming it and the other hand holding the wire here to keep it straight, and then use my foot to speed up and slow it down. So should be able to work through it pretty quickly. Pretty cool, huh? Everything but the tube was all junk laying around here.